What is up, guys? Raven! Okay, I know the line's there. Hold on. I couldn't find Raven, so I called her, and that's why she was crying. So, she's found. She's good. Now, before we get into the challenge, I want to tell you about my troubles. You're gonna laugh. So, if you do not know, my one major crochet... what's the right word? The one crochet skill I cannot do no matter what is make a hat. And I know what you're gonna say. Yes, I made a hat for the Roomies braid, but that was the first time. Now I can also make cat or beanie hats. That's about it. That's the only thing I can do. That one I can do with no problem. The Roomie hat was a little, And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I have a custom order for a Drifloon hat. So, I was going to be productive. I was going to finish up this 1 pound of Caron lilac. And, of course, the dye lot for this one is light for some reason. And the one in store is much darker. So I started making it. Oh, this isn't going to work. Frogged it. I bought the pattern. There was only a couple. Very slim pickings. And I made the band. What is it called? Whatever this part is, I'm blanking. Is it a brim? I think it's a brim. But I made it with the wrong cook size, so I frogged it again. And now I've got this. So yeah, this. Getting frogged again. So I finally came to the realization on why I was doing that. They said to use a weight 3. I used a weight 4. Who knew? But anyways, I am struggling with this pattern. So what did I do? I bought yarn. Unfortunately, I'm going to be losing money on this hat, but it's a vendor. And she has bought from me before. So, and especially with vendors, I don't mind if I lose out on money. If that makes sense. So, also, I would like everyone to know finding this yarn was impossible. And I'm really worried that I'm not going to have enough, and I'm going to have to spend even more money. So I got 3. Of course, it's not on sale this weekend, because that would have been too awesome. But this is Baby Bee Sweet Delight. It is 4 ounces, and it is a weight 3. And we are going to try the crochet pattern again, and hopefully it works. Now, my friend who actually knits and crochets as well, she didn't like how the pattern started with the brim. And I'm like, yeah, that's a little weird. And she's like, it says pattern AI? And I'm like, Bailey, get out of the trash. And I'm like, well, she has great reviews. She didn't have one single bad review. And the pictures looked legit to me. So, I mean, the pattern itself is written kind of weird. Not how, like, I would read a pattern. But it works fine, I mean. But in case I can't get that pattern to work, $8, by the way. Was not too excited about that one, but it's fine. I'm going to try to knit a hat again. And I could not for the life of me remembered if I had these. So, this is the one that this yarn says to use. So, and the reason why I bought this yarn was because the Caron 1 pounder isn't as much yarn as I think it is. It's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be enough to make a hat. So I'd rather start with 2 fresh skeins, and we'll go from there. I'm hoping to use this first, but this is real thin. So we'll see. But yeah, it's 24-hour challenge. I'm only going to be really working on this hat until we finish. If we do finally finish this hat, I will start something else. But let's get the timer started. Of course, I'm going to be sleeping, taking breaks, pausing the timer. I've got all day Tuesday. I'm at Grandma's on Wednesday, so I mean, I'll crochet, but I don't really crochet that much there. But yeah, let's get started. I'll update maybe every hour. Okay. No judgment. No judgment. I gave up on this. We're gonna return it. I tried knitting, and I can 100% do it, but it's just gonna take too long, and I haven't tried it yet. So I do want to keep that for knitting, and I will use it for knitting. I just don't have the time to figure out knitting right now. Like, I understand it, I can do it. I just can't do it right now. So, I reset the timer back to 24 hours because I basically did nothing. And then I spent the first maybe 20-30 minutes frogging that hat that I put on for you. And I'm reusing the original yarn, and we're crocheting the same type of styled hat as the Rumi braid. Because I know how to do that. So this is it. It's gonna have a brim, which I didn't exactly want a brim, but I'm honestly too scared to try to freehand this anymore. Like, I just wanted to get done. So this is the width. This is what it's gonna be like, the height, which is why we're gonna like, it's got the brim. So yeah, it looks really long, and but I was too scared to freehand it. So it's 12 inches. So this is about 40 minutes of work. I know it's not crazy, but I keep accidentally trying to do half double crochet. How many stitches are we at? Yeah, and you can, like, you see this right here? I somehow increased on both sides. So yeah. We're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is that 14? We're at either 13 or 14. And we need to get to 22 inches. Stretchy. Let's see, we're at 3.5, but you can stretch it out, so it's very stretchy. And you stretch it out a little. Yeah, now see, now it's 4 inches. So let's get back into it. Okay, guys, we are back. I got good news and I got bad news. Bad news isn't really that bad of a news, but it's fine. So, finish the hat. It looks great. I hope she likes it. I love the pom-pom. So we are just under 18 hours and 59 minutes on timer. So for some reason, the timer glitched because I had to update my computer. So I had it at 10 hours. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. Because originally I had put 12 hours in, and I worked for 2 hours. So it was at 10 hours. I'm like, that's not right. So I don't know if I worked more or less, but currently right now it's at just under 19 hours. That's a lot. So the next custom, the last custom, is the blanket. Now, I would love to work on the blanket. I will be working on the blanket nonstop, but Bailey has been very cuddly. And Ella, be careful. So I am going to work on that at Grandma's tomorrow. So I will be running the timer while at Grandma's while working on the blanket. I know, it's kind of boring. It is what it is. For right now, though, I want to finish that whip up there. And I am also going to spoil it. The Spider-Man corner-to-corner blanket, I have decided to frog. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it in this video. Probably not. I did that when I first started corner to corner, and it's not my best work. I'd rather just repurpose the yarn, so it is what it is. They can't all be winners. Where's my tail? Okay. I don't remember what hook I was using, but it is a pair of crochet sleeves. and it's got one sleeve. The other one already sold, so let's finish making this one. I don't know what hook. I want to say it was a J or something. I know it wasn't my G. So I will have to find it, and I will report back when I finish it. Bye! Okay, guys, this is the only time you will ever see me in a tank top. We have 19 minutes left, and then we'll be at the 16-hour mark. This guy is finished. Look how pretty. I know, I'm still attached. I wanted to make sure it was long enough. It is a little tight. Just kind of snug to get in, but it's fine. I like it. I like the baggy sleeves, too. That way you can, like, you know. So, yeah. Okay, we are 8 hours down, and we have 2 projects done. I don't think these each took 4 hours. I think this guy took the longest, but yeah. I'm gonna go take this off, and I will be back when I finish my next project. Hello, guys. It is Monday night. Don't ask me when the last time I updated was, because I do not know. I do not recall. The timer is at 9 hours and 45 minutes. I'm wanting this to be Wednesday's video, but I don't know if that can happen, because we still have 9 hours. It is only 8 o'clock, though. Now, for what I've been making, I don't have it with me, but I did take a clip for you. A twisted headband in this color. It's already at the store. Bailey tangled that yarn up, so delightful. I bought 2 new patterns. Now, I know what you're gonna say. You have 1,000 patterns. I know I do. I still haven't made the cow pattern I bought. I haven't made the turtle pattern either. So as you know, most of that corner, which is a mess right now, it's on the floor, is all acrylic yarn. Now, these drawers over here, those are mostly acrylic too, which I know it's funny. And you can't see it, but in my room, there's another storage container full of acrylic yarn. So I needed a pattern to go with the acrylic yarn. Now, I despise amigurumi with acrylic, but I love how this turned out. I love it. It's got a tail. So the whole point of this pattern is that it can fit, I don't have a pocket, like kids have pockets on their shirts. This is supposed to be able to fit in its pocket, and it's got a little ring here so that you can put your finger through it. And I absolutely love this. This is the Hobby Lobby yarn. Actually, on my floor too. All acrylic. And chenille. And Bernette. So yeah, I bought that. And then the other one I bought, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a whole table at my store dedicated to mini items that range between $4 to $6. These are my tiny items that don't take very long. Now, All From Jade has a bunch of free patterns that come out very tiny and cute, but I wanted more variety. So I bought a bundle pack of Sealy Creatures, and yeah, to replace those in the buckets. And then while I was at my grandma's, I actually finished the dragon. I finished him at grandma's, and then I started making a pickle because I don't know what happened. So I want to say since the beginning of February, I've only sold like one item so like one item on Friday, one item on Saturday, one on Sunday, right? But this Sunday, I sold like a buttload of stuff. I don't know what happened. Not complaining, completely grateful, but I ran out of everything. I have no pickles. I have no chicken nuggies. I've got nothing. Like, I got the 2 chicken nuggets on the, keychain, but that's about it. This little kid wanted, so I had it in, a little white basket, and then it has the, do I have the wrapper? I don't. The little checker pattern wrapper, and she just wanted the whole thing. There was 3 chicken nuggies, so I'm like, okay. Because I had 2 or 3 of those little baskets anyways. But yeah, I completely sold all pickles, all chicken nuggets. I got a request for a dinosaur. I have a custom for a spider. She wanted a black and gray spider with 4 eyes. So, I told her she's not going to be able to see those eyes very good, but she's like, that's fine. So here's my dilemma. I would love to make at least 3 to see which one she would like better, but that's a lot of eyes. 4, 8, that's 12 eyes for 3 guys. I'll do it. It's just, it seems like a waste to figure out which one she wants, so. If she had just said black, okay, no problem, very simple. But she said black and gray? So I think what I'll do is I'll make one black body with gray, arms, and then the third one will be the black and that variegated yarn. I think that's what I'll do, and I'll just throw 4 eyes on there. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I have a yarn haul. So I got this. It was there was a 40% off coupon on the website. It's not gonna be able to fit in frame. There. So for those who don't know, because I never caught it on camera, Bailey gets very upset if she cannot be on my desk because I have too much stuff on there. So that is why this skein of yarn is a mess, because Bailey got offended that she could not be on my desk and she tangled it up for me. She was trying to be cute, but I know she did that on purpose. So I'm hoping this can prevent that. Only problem is I'm gonna have to outer pull. I never outer pull, I only inner pull, so we'll see how this goes. Originally 28, But the 40% coupon, I think it was 16 something. Now guys, what I'm about to show you, you will 100% understand why I broke my yarn band. Bailey, what are you playing with? So, Michaels just released this. It's velvet. You see where I'm going with this? This does not, so the colors they have are very limited, and they do not look like Juicy Couture colors. But I am very curious to see if this is similar to Juicy Couture, because this would be tan, right? Mojave, a desert. And then I was trying to be good. I was trying to only get 2 skeins of yarn, but when I got there, I saw orange, and we all know how difficult orange is to get. This is Sunset Cannon, and they are soft. So we're gonna see if that looks somewhat like Juicy Couture. Is there a receipt in here? So I had a $5 voucher, so this was only $1.43. But it's normally $6.99, I think. And this skein is smaller. Oh wait, it's 107 yards. Maybe it's not smaller. So Big Twist came out with a fluffy yarn. Now, they had so many beautiful colors. I really wanted the blue, but the reason why I got this one is because I felt like this one would look like a chicken color. So I wanted the blue, but I didn't know what I could do with the blue, so I got this one to try out, so it looked like it could look like a chicken. The last thing I impulse bought, no, I don't have receipts. So Loops and Thread came out with, this is called Windsurfer. They came out with a Grand Ombre. And there were so many beautiful colors. I was very tempted to get tan instead of this one. But up there, I've got a tan ombre cake already for chickens or whatever. So I got blue. I kind of want to make drift octopuses with these. But I don't know. Oh. So pretty. This is 207.8 yards. And Fluffy was 109. But let me grab Juicy Couture real quick. So Juicy Couture, oh. These are the same size, and if I'm not mistaken, this was $10 normally, and this was $7. As for texture, that's pretty close. I would say they obviously don't feel the same. So I don't feel like this is actually Juicy Couture. I would say it's similar though. I feel like this one might be just like a little softer. It's very close though. Like I would not be mad if this was Juicy Couture. Because I'm not running out, but I'm running low. So yeah. Goals for tonight. We need turtles. We need chicken nuggets. We need pickles. I need to make some of the new minis. I want to use up some of that yarn though. And I'm going to use the new turtle pattern that I bought all those times ago. Because I have the turtles that are like the mini ones that I make. But I don't have sea turtles. And nobody's really buying like the turtles. Hold on and I'll show you. I don't know. Are they called land turtles? Oh, and funny enough, the pack I bought does have turtle in it too. Like a smaller one. So the turtle pattern I bought is from... Oh, where did her name go? I just saw it. Crochet Custom CA. And she does have a YouTube, which is how I made sure the pattern was legit. Looking at the turtle though, it does look like it might be like a little bigger than I thought. Oh, she used brunette, that's why. Okay, this guy. So I have plenty of those in chenille, and then this guy. Like, I have plenty of those, but they're not actually selling right now. And I'm wondering because, A, they're kind of in a corner, but not really. I mean, like, they're visible, but they are kind of hidden. And 2, maybe they want the sea turtle, which is what this pattern is, so. I do want to use up all my basic chenille. This one here. We got this one. This one. Now, I don't know if this one's going to be enough. So, and I've got this too. So, and then I have a bunch of green, but I think I left in the car. But that is what we're going to do. I'm going to put all this yarn away. I'm going to build that thing, and we are going to get to work. 9 hours and 45 minutes in counting. Bye! Hello guys, I am here to close out the video, and I can't get rid of this line. I've tried everything, so it is what it is. We started today, Tuesday night, at like 6 hours. So let me show you what we got done in our last 6 hours of the 24 hours. We did this one on Monday night. This was the new turtle pattern I bought a while ago. Now, it said to sew the limbs, and we all know how I feel about that. So, I crocheted them in. I'm not like, it's not my favorite, but that might just be because I did it in the round instead of sewing. But it's cute. And these 2, I went back to my original pattern that I got that was no-sew, that I've had for a while. And I like these guys much better. And we did finish this color off. As you can see, I did a little, like half a row of whites. But these are the no-sews. They got little tails. And then we made, now I really could have used 6, but I wanted to get pickles in here somehow. So we made 4 chicken nuggies. I kind of just freehand them, and that's why people love them, because they're such like random shapes and sizes. So we got 4. And then I finished off our little pickle whip. The light is annoying me. This line. Anyways, we finished this pickle. It does have a mouth. And then I realized that I never got around to making the spiders. So this was the first one I did. Gray with the black. Because she said she wanted gray and black. But she didn't say like which order. So gray and black. She said specifically 4 eyes. Then I did a black and gray. Now this is the one I think she may actually like want. And it does have 4 eyes. And then I just went ahead and made a solid black in case I misunderstood and she did not want the gray. So 3 little spiders. And then to finish off the day, I used the same pattern as this guy. This is the same pattern. And then I realized I didn't like this one because it's kind of long. So I fixed it and I took a couple rows off. And we finished off our last hour making 2 pickles. 2 more pickles. So we made a total of 4 pickles, 4 chicken nuggies, 3 spiders, 3 turtles. I think we made 2 twisted headbands. And then whatever we made in the beginning of this video, I don't even remember. It's been that long. It's been like a week. But I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. I'll see you next week. Bye!